Bruh.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. What? Good afternoon, what? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are, hi, my name is Aisha and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing something a little different. I think everybody has probably seen it if you're someone who follows along with makeup quite as hard as I do. And that would be the Becca Zero No-Pigment Virtual Foundation. Now, I already know what someone's thinking. Why would you waste your time buying this? Why would you even waste your time doing any of that? This don't make no sense. This is probably a gimmick. This is probably nothing worth your while. And to that I say, but listen, I owned it and I got to touch with my own hands. Sometimes you have to do it for history, okay? You just have to do it for history. So reading on the box, it comes in a cute little all-white box. Oh, here we go. On the bottom, it reads that the No Pigment Virtual Foundation uses a clear light blur technology that diffuses light around the face to smooth and blur imperfections without pigment. Formulated with hyaluronic acid to instantly hydrate, it cools on contact and helps perfect skin with a natural matte finish. Is this basically a primer? Was I just sold like a $30 like primer? Once you pop open the box, you get this cute little orb-like bottle. I mean, it's very cute packaging. Like, I love this. Like, look at it. It's got Becca on the top, and you see the Becca Zero. I believe there was also like some kind of highlighter lip gloss that was also sold. I didn't get that. I think I have quite a few items that kind of do that kind of thing. But this right here, this is interesting. I actually went ahead and primed with my Hydro Grip Primer from Becca Cosmetics, and I also powdered it a bit to make sure I don't get too oily underneath. So let's just whip out the bad boy and see what it is. It comes with a little spatula. It's very small, and it's very, if you have nails, this is it. This is very small. And it comes with a little safety top that you can like pull off. And of course, you have a perfectly clear product inside. It's got a, Okay, the cooling touch is true. And yeah, it's completely clear. It's supposed to blur and do everything that your foundation, well, your more probably like full foundations do without having any type of pigment whatsoever. Trying to see, does this have any silicones in it? Does this have silicones? I'm gonna search up if any of these probably translate to something like silicones. But let's just get right into it, right? I'm gonna scoop what's left on the liddy here. And I guess pop that. I'm gonna dollop. Kind of like my usual placements for foundation. Kind of like, I'm gonna go ahead and just use my fingers to work this in. I feel like I don't need to be using my brush for this. I mean, that cooling sensation really is great. Like, it feels very nice. I'm waiting for that like blurring effect, I guess. And do it on my forehead. I'm trying to think about what this product, like how much can it really blur without any kind of pigment? Because you know, the main part of foundation is that it's like covering up stuff, you know? I tell you what, it feels nice, but I don't know, I feel like this is just a really cooling primer. Like, I don't think this should be sold as a foundation. I don't know. Or better yet, you know what? This is just one of those things. It's like, if you have perfect skin, boom. If you like the extreme, less is more, boom. If you have no kind of issues with your skin whatsoever, boom. Because I fail to believe that this is really blurring, and like in the pictures they showed on the websites, on the Becca websites, this is like making their eye lines look a little bit smoother. Like, look, I'm just gonna have a bit more right here because there's no concealer for it. And thank God, because imagine if there's like a concealer, you know? No pigment concealer. This is basically just a really nice primer. I don't really 100% get why this needed to exist. So it's just like one of those things where it's just like, yeah, let's just raise the hype and raise a lot of chats, and then, you know, boom, here comes something else. Because I mean, it's not horrible. It's not. I'm just like, I could take a primer, like a mattifying primer, and just kind of do the same thing, like just swap it on. It does feel nice. Like, I'm not trying to knock it all the way. I'm not super hating on it. Like, maybe even during these times of COVID, this is kind of nice because it's like, oh, hey, you still get the benefits of wearing foundation, I guess, without like the mess or any of the coverage. But again, it's kind of like you can just take any old. I don't know. I'm actually going to probably put concealer under my eyes because this, I mean, it is slightly blurring. It does make the kind of like, you know, softens the lines under my eyes. Still gonna try concealer really quick. So I'm gonna use my Kevin Aquan Skin Sensuals Enhancer in the shade SX11. And taking a concealer brush, I'm just gonna pop that on top of this baby. Oh, I think I used too much. And I'm just gonna set my concealer and I guess my foundation with setting powder. This is the loose setting powder in Banana from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just gonna use a fluffy powder brush to kind of like set within the concealer. I don't really necessarily want to bake it, just kind of like set it nicely. Because I feel like baking would be way too much with this rest of stuff. And just taking a light bit to kind of like just set my foundation.
Bruh.
I don't know what to say. I feel like because I buy primers at about this price range, I believe this is like $30 something. I'll probably pop the actual price like somewhere right here. But I just feel like it's strange that it had to be like, you know, put off as like a foundation. Like, this is like a little too gimmicky, I guess. Like, just say it's like some kind of like skin enhancer something. Like, I guess it worked because you get the shock value of like, no pigment foundation. Oh my god. Like, you know, you get it out to everybody. It's kind of like everybody's gonna be talking about you. I don't hate it. I just generally like, I mean, again, it's cute. I'm just not buying it. So, I mean, I would not suggest buying this kind of item. It's really cute and it's really pretty, but with all that, then I'd rather just have like a creamy actual foundation. I don't know, that's just me. Why don't you guys let me know in the comments down below. You can also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit me a like, hit me a comment. Come see me again. I swear I'm friendly. Rawr.